Oh, you lied to me there straight away. Oh my goodness. Good evening, everyone. How are we all? Who all have we got online? Susan Stanfield McCann. I can see you from Annalong there. Lyndon Neely, Lofty, Jimmy Morrow, Bill Daly. Eddie's on this evening. And we have sound. Yes, you're right, Eddie. We have sound this evening. We are going to cracker. There is Richard on as well. So welcome, everyone. Great to see you again this Saturday evening. I hope you're all prepared. I have my beer. Hopefully my mother's not on yet, so I have my beer sitting ready. I'm ready to go. No visuals, says Dennis. I can see, Dennis, so I can see. Can you not see me? Anyone else see me okay? Just before we put the first video on. Hi, Ian. Yeah, no, we've got visuals. We're okay. Hiya, Barbara. How are you? Some accordion bands on the night. No vow, I'm afraid, but we will try and get them on for you another week. There's Ruth as well. They're from the Kilkeelan Long Direction. Great to see everyone. We're going to get started in. Hiya, Michelle. We're going to get started in here straight away. So tonight we should have been parading as always. And one of the parades which would have been happening tonight was Constable Anderson Memorial in Larne. So as tribute to them, this is them playing at the Pride of the Ravens Parade in 2019. And I believe this tune is called The Road to Passchendaele. Hope you enjoyed that. So tonight should have been their parade, and unfortunately we're all stuck here in the house instead. I was actually, this is pure fluke, honestly, this wasn't planned in any way, but having to talk to Roy about the wee songbook that I mentioned last night, and believe it or not, in it is a poem called The Murder of Constable Anderson. So if you'll bear with me 2 seconds, I will read it out here. Forgive me because I'm not very good at this sort of stuff. So The Murder of Constable Anderson. They kissed goodnight, she watched him go. They waved a last goodbye, but never thought that very soon her lover boy would die. As he approached his waiting car near where the border ends, 5 gutless IRA men lay hidden, armed with stems. Enough to stop a regiment or defend a town, but no, the Fenians gathered there to shoot a policeman down. Unarmed, unconscious though he was, they dragged him down a lane. Once more the rebels opened fire and Anderson was slain. I'm sure the man who did this deed feel mighty proud today of the cause and their religion and the gallant IRA. Steeped in anger we are patient. God will one day make them see that to Rome and all it stands for, we will never bend the knee. And that really, really nice. That was pure fluke. I found that this evening. So I hope you enjoyed that. That is Constable Anderson. We are going to go straight on with the music. The other band parade that should have been happening this evening is the Whitburn Flute Band in Scotland. So we've got a little piece from them here. This is them playing at the East of Scotland Boyne celebrations back in 2019. Brilliant there. So it should also have been Whitburn's parade this evening as well. So hopefully that makes it feel a wee bit better. I know it's not filling any of the tin buckets with any money, but at least there's a tune there for you. And just consider this your band parade, okay? I want to say hello to a few folks that's on the giving the messages in there. Thank you all for watching. Keith, William, Noel, Adrian, Charlie. Barbara's missing out and being a road. James has asked for anything from Sarson. Sarson is actually someone nobody has asked for before, James. So we'll definitely get that on the list for another week. Billy, Julia's here. She didn't join us last night because she was too busy watching Coronation Street. Hiya, Charmaine. Iris has asked for any of Donna Money. And yes, we do have Donna Money on the night. Well done, Iris. You asked on the right night. Hi to Jennifer, William, Cody, Iris, Ruth, Neil. My goodness, there's so many to mention. Kenny, Gordon. I also saw Roy there watching from California, was it? A name I recognize really, really well. Roy Fisher from California. Yeah, I recognize you from the Bands Forum days, Roy. So welcome all aboard. Great to have you here at our virtual band parade. The goal is to entertain and amuse and to keep us all getting our band fix every week. Because we can't get out on the road. So every Friday and Saturday night, 8 o'clock, we're trying to do a virtual band parade for you. We've got loads of requests. Keep putting your requests onto the comments down beneath, and we'll keep the music going here as much as we can. This is for William JC. He had asked for a little bit of Money's Lane, so your very wishes are command, William, and this is them at the Corbin Accordion Band Parade in 2019. Hope you enjoyed that. That was really excellent there from Moneysley in they were in Banbridge there for the Corbett Accordion Band in 2019. So we're getting lots and lots of requests in from everyone, and please do keep sending them in. What we're trying to do is cover all of the bands so that we're not just spending every night watching the same bands over and over again. We're trying to just vary them for you, and in the comfort of your own home, maybe show you bands you've never seen before. And I know that there's a couple on here tonight, which hopefully most of you haven't seen. So if you have, enjoy it again. We're going to go on now to a little bit of Bruce's True Blues. Bruce's True Blues was requested by Janice Ashfield. So Janice, I hope you enjoy this. This video is from YouTuber Loyal Star 98, and I just want to give a big shout out, as always, to all our YouTubers. Really appreciate the work that they're doing all year round, and without them this would not be possible, and they're doing an absolutely fantastic job in the background. This is the ugly mug that's in front of everything, but they're doing all the work, and Roy as well from the technical end. So this is from Loyal Star, and it is Bruce's True Blues playing in Balachi at the Remembrance Sunday Parade in 2019. Brilliant there. I love the style of Bruce's True Blues drumming. It's kind of a high tension snare, pipe banny drumming, which actually works surprisingly well with the accordions. Loads of comments coming in there. Keep them all coming. I see a few bands that I know are definitely on the list for this evening, and if they're not on the list this evening, just purely because we haven't got time, we will definitely get those added to one of our future programs. Absolutely. So moving on this evening then, we have just finished off with Bruce's True Blues, and now we are going to play a little bit of a band that has been highly requested. So this one goes out for John Vinard, Amy Foster, Alan Houston, Andrea Harrison, and Davy Blair. You guys have been asking all for this band, and I love this clip. It shows to me the connection that bands can establish with the crowd and the spectators, and how the bands can feed back off that energy. And I think it's something that's undescribable. It happens to everyone who's parading in a band. There's nights where you're on fire, you really feel that connection. And I think you can see it really obviously in this one. This is Ballycraigie Sons of Ulster Old Boys, and this is them at the East Belfast Protestant Boys Parade in 2013. Enjoy this one. Wasn't that just brilliant? You can hear the crowd the whole way through it. They are just loving it. And I think he must be probably one of the best known men in the band scene. That is, of course, Dinger Bell out front of Ballycraigie Sons of Ulster there. Just fun and enjoyment. And that's really what we're all about. A little bit more formal now for one of the cultural days at Pride of Lagan Valley, which is usually one of the end of the year events. And this one here was actually October in 2019. So Carl Alistair had said, what about Ballymacart Defenders? He says, you like your melody. So this is a little bit of them at the Pride of Lagan Valley Cultural Day. brilliant there from Ballymacarran. I can remember seeing them. The first time I ever saw them actually was, and now this is going back, was the Kelly show many, many years ago. And they had on the green, it's the Hussars tunics and the great big straight furry hats. They just look superb. I wish they would bring those back. Guys, can you bring those back? Just especially for me. Piccolo on that was superb. It's lovely when that's floating out across the rest of the band. So Robin has said that the ice cream cart or the chip van is not outside the house as yet. I'm doing my best, Robin. It's on its way, honestly. I make mine a nice, let me see, I'll have an ice cream with a flake in at 99, please, tonight. Roy says he still has my fridge magnet. Roy, what fridge magnet is that? I'm not sure which one that is. So we always like to put a little bit of the park music on here because it's not that often that you see them on parade. We have a couple of really good ones here in Coleraine, on the Coleraine area, who we would probably see more regularly than you would around Belfast and places like that there. So I always like to have a little bit of the park music in the programme somewhere. This is a very, very famous Belfast band called the Ravenhill Temperance. I think they are still in existence. I'm not 100% certain, but I know that you don't see them at very many parades. And this one is dedicated out to the lady who missed the programme last night for Coronation Street. This one is called The Rover's Return. Now that was some playing, huh? If I played a flute, and I can't get any sound out of one, but if I did, that would probably make me retire, to be honest. Absolutely brilliant. Robin, was it? Is it Robin who made the comment that that wasn't Ravenhill on the video? I don't know, Robin, and that's been quite honest. I got that from the Pfeiffer's Cave YouTube channel, one of the many, many subscribers that we're using here. And there are loads of fantastic videos. I actually have one lined up for next week because it's one of my favorite marches, and it's amazing. It's so amazing. I can't wait to let you hear that one. Hans is asking for a bun on the T-bus, and I'm sure if Val Tom could, she would keep us all fed in buns. Have we got the ice cream van on display here, Roy, for us? Have I got an ice cream van? So there you go, Robin. There is your ice cream van. Get you run out there. Now it's over there. Get you run out there and get our ice creams booked. Okay, let's get on with the music. Yes, our next piece is an accordion band. No, sorry, it's not. It's a Blood and Thunder flip band. This is for Caitlin and Cameron, and Caitlin had asked for a little bit of Lark Hall Purple Heroes, and this is them actually, although Lark Hall are from Scotland, this is them parading in East Belfast at the East Belfast Protestant Boys Parade last year. Hope you enjoy this one, Caitlin. Wonderful there from Lark Hall Purple Heroes in the east of Belfast there last year. So where are we going to go to now? Well, we've had Blood and Thunder. We have had just about everything. We've covered everything now, haven't we? We've had a little bit of everything. So let's go back to the accordions. I've seen a few comments on asking for this band. They were on the list. If you do want a particular band, put your comment on the list, and I'm sure that one of our wonderful YouTubers will have a copy of them. And if so, we'll get them on. We're trying to vary the videos each week so that we're not just watching the same bands week after week and week, and hopefully introduce new to bands that you've never had the privilege of seeing before. And this is all from the comfort of your own home. Of course, this is just until we get back onto the roads. I saw an article today where if we all abide by the curfew, potentially this could be ended, the lockdown could be ended in May, so maybe parades in June. So stay in the house because we need our parades, okay? Obey the rules. This is a little bit of Balnamallard accordion. This is for Gary Bryan, who requested it, and there was also a few on the list. And while this is playing, I'll find out your names again, and I hope you enjoy this. This is them at the Rosnaula Parade last year. Balnamallard there in Rosnaula. I don't know if you've ever been to Rosnaula, but if you do get the opportunity to either parade it as a band or in a lodge or to go down and spectate, please do so. As long as it's a good day, it is brilliant. If it rains, there's not very many places to go, I have to say, but on a good day, it is absolutely lovely. And it is the most relaxed parade. It is really, really strange. You see less policemen at a parade in the Republic than you actually do at any parade up here in the north, which is a bit weird. But anyway, I have been asked to say a happy 50th birthday to a good friend of mine, Chris Elliott. Only 50, Chris? I really thought you were much older than 50, but happy birthday anyway. And I'm sure Laura is spoiling you there at your birthday. And also, one of the things I wanted to mention, Scott Clark came up with a great idea last night, and what he said was we could do one of the programs some year of videos of bands that were no longer with us, that had maybe folded or whatever. And the guys have been frantically looking through all the videos today, the guys and girls, and they have come up with a full program of absolutely brilliant clips. So Jeff and Timmy, you mentioned there, the UYL from Castlewellan, I believe that they're on it. You've got Sharpshooters on it. You've got Sons of Ulster Glasgow. It's going to be a fantastic show. So that'll maybe be next weekend, either the Friday or Saturday night. Not too sure which one. Just give us time to get that one pulled together. But going back a little bit for this next clip, this is Sir George White Memorial. And they're playing at the Flute Band Association contest in 2011. And this is one of my favourite marches. I adore this march. I love it with brass bands, so I'm going to be interested to see what it sounds like with a melody flute band. But this is them playing the Flying Eagle. Brilliant rendition there of the Flying Eagle from Sir George White. I think that's a fantastic march, and they did it justice, I have to say. Although I'm a big brass band advocate, they definitely did it justice. Well done there, guys. I have to say, all the requests that are coming through, I am now in trouble because my sister put through a request last week, and I promised her last night I would have it on tonight, and I forgot. So I'm now in doo-doo. She's doing all the shopping for me at the minute because I'm not allowed to leave the house, so I am dead, basically. I'll be half the size when you see me next week. We're going to stay in 2011 this time, and this is for Barry Macbeth. So Barry was asking for a clip of Drumconvis Young Defenders. He did say anything after 2003, I think it was, Barry. We did our best. It was really, really difficult to find a full-length clip of the band. So apologies for that there. I think we've got as near as we possibly can. It's amazing the way that the video and skills change, and the trends have changed. Years ago, the videographer used to just stand in one spot and get a few seconds of each band going past, whereas now they are so dedicated that they actually follow around with every band, so they get a full-length clip, which is just amazing. So please go on to all the videographers who are helping with the programme. You've got Pfeiffer's Cave, you've got NI Marching Brass Bands, you have got Loyalist Media, Loyal Star 98, Loyal Ulster Bands, Pfeiffer's Cave, Band Parade, Relentless 03. You have got loads of them there. They have some fantastic material on those channels, and I'm indebted to them for their help with running this here. But this is for Barry, and this is Drum Canvas. So I hope you enjoy this. It's as full length as we could get. Hope you enjoyed that, Barry. It took a long time to find that full tune, but we managed it after all. I've just been sent a private message. Eddie McCann from Analog Single Star is literally dressed in his full uniform in the house, joining in with the band parade. So I'm going to post that in the comments of the page here so that you can all say, well done, Eddie. That is absolutely fantastic. That's brilliant. So if you're dressed up in uniform, send me your pictures and we'll get them onto the comments page at some point this evening. Really, really fantastic. Lots of comments coming through about gestures that bands and lodges are making, which is just fantastic. Our community is so generous. They do so much for the wider community and for the old people. And the thing about it is, the thing that I always say is, if a band is an event for cancer, if there's a cancer research parade or something like that, they donate that money, and there's tens of thousands donated every year by bands and lodges, and I think it's 262,000 a year, I think, and 90,000 of that alone is from bands. But I've lost the train of thought. Yes, so we just won't get enough credit for it. I can't get back on my train of thought there. I was too busy trying to think of numbers. Yes, so there's loads and loads of guys all given on the and I'm getting some of the comments, so just to read some of those out. David had suggested making a Just Given donation page for all the bands to help for the NHS. I do believe there's a guy from Pride of Ballinran or More Young Defenders, I'm not sure which, who has created a site where you can go on and auction all the bands have donated and pieces of material or CDs or hats. I think I saw a Pride of the Mean hat on it as well, with one of the Glengarries and everything. So they are raising money. There is, let me just see, scroll down here. County Down Orange is raising £10,000 to help fund essential supplies urgently needed. Support that if you can. Camore Flip Band only today donated hand sanitizer and eye protection to the district nurses of Lurgan, Portadown and Armagh. Also, the other one that I wanted to mention to you, let me just get the details up here, is Money Dig Young Conquerors, Mavenus, Flute Band, and the Glasgow Rangers Supporters Club there in the Glasgow Rangers Supporter Club in Garva have all went together to give back donations and some essentials to the local community, tea bags, chocolate biscuits, all that jam, all that sort of stuff. Absolutely fantastic. Well done. I know the Carson Project in Ballymena there is another group who've been out all the community, and I mean it's just amazing the way that everyone is pulling together. Marching Bands United We Stand. That's right, Scott. That's exactly who it is. Brilliant, brilliant cause. Absolutely fantastic. So please do, any that you're seeing there, do donate. I think it's just amazing. It's just showing our community in the light in which they deserve to be shown. This is something a little bit different. So I always have a pipe band on the show, and this is a little different. This is Kildug Pipe Band. And I am Docherty sent this one to me, and I hope you enjoy this. This is a little piece called Hector the Hero. Wasn't that lovely? I always really enjoy it whenever bands sort of try and think outside the box and do something a little bit different. And pipes are definitely getting more and more adventurous. I really, really love some of the things they've done. Kildug actually do a couple of great sets with a singer. So maybe some week again, whenever we're getting around to repeating some of the bands, we'll feature one of those coming along. Next up, we have another part music band. I didn't realize it was so quick in the program again, but this one plays a march that I can remember playing many, many years ago in an accordion band. It's still quite popular today. I'm not too sure whether many of the melody flute bands play it or not, but it is a cracking march, so definitely take a wee look into it if you don't. This is Ballygowan Flute Band, and they are playing Blaze Away. I don't know about you, but that certainly got my foot tapping, and the head was going a wee bit too, but we'll not tell anybody. I'm glad to see that China has joined us. China, especially for you. Okay, keep you happy. They're on reserve. I'll keep it for you for after the show, okay? Now, I don't know about you, but my beer is finished, so I'm going to get another refill while you guys all watch this one. We've had loads and loads and loads of requests for this band, and I'm delighted to be able to play them for you this evening. This is for Brenda Stockard, Dee Stockard, John Hewitt, Katie McKee, Mandy Allen, and you all asked for a little bit of Monkstown Old Boys. So I hope you enjoyed the Monkstown Old Band. So cheers, everyone. I hope you're all on your tea or your orange or your beer or your Chardonnay or whatever you may be on. And I hope you're enjoying it as much as I'm enjoying my beer. So Kenny Scruggy James and actually a few other ones, but I haven't got your names in front of me at the minute, asked for a little bit of the Regal Accordion Band. Now, I know I definitely have a videotape somewhere where they are on it, but I had a quick look through YouTube and there is only one clip of the Regal Accordion Band. For anybody who doesn't remember the Regal, they're from Belfast. I think they maybe are still going, but only doing concerts only. I haven't seen them parading for years, absolutely years. And they walk with saxophones. I mean, it was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So this is all we could get. It's literally a 30-second clip, but Kenny has been asking for it. And I hope you enjoy this little tiny clip. It's all we could get, Kenny. I'm so sorry, that's all there was. I wish that there was more that we could play there for you. So if anybody knows of any old videotapes that they have lying in the house, mine are actually with a guy in Antrim, so I'll have to get them back off him to get them onto YouTube, because mine are all from like the 80s and the early 90s and all that there. And you know, if you have a recording of them, do upload it for us so that we can play a little bit more of it on one of the shows, because they're completely unique, absolutely unique. So moving on a little bit to Blood and Thunder for all you enthusiasts. This is the Robert Graham Memorial Flute Band, and they're playing at the 35th anniversary of Upper Falls Protestant Boys, and this is from 2018. I hope you enjoyed that. And that was for Jamie Corbett. And I know there's been a couple of other ones have asked for the Robert Graham Memorial this evening. So I hope you find that to your taste. Now, something again a little bit different. We've got a couple of different things for you this evening. This is the City of Belfast Fife and Drums. And again, one of those ones where fluke bands are being a little bit experimental, and it works so well. This is for my good friend Hosey, who's on Facebook as Billy Gray, and I hope you enjoy their rendition of Highland Cathedral. Brilliant there from Fife and Drums. Hope you enjoyed that rendition of Highland Cathedral. So it's 9:05. We have a wreck of music to get through, and Roy has a hard stop tonight at 9:30 because he has to go on to another channel and do a live event. Not bands. He's not a complete glutton for punishment, so it's not bands. So we're just going to get straight through all of this music. Now, I mentioned earlier on, I think we'd covered all of the basics in terms of band genres, but I was wrong. How could I forget the brass bands? So let's remedy that now. This is Greystone Silver Band at the Covenant Parade in Dungannon in 2012. This is them playing The Villager. I had run away from the thing there and heard the double beat and had to run back like blazes. You caught me unawares, Roy. You really did. Okay, let's move swiftly on. This is one of my favourite marches in the accordion bands, and I think it works quite well on the flutes as well. But I mean, nothing ever sounds as good in flutes as it does in the accordion. This is Pride of the North at the Shield Hill Welfare Hall in 2014, playing Galanthea. It's Pride of the North. It's not too bad now in the flute, definitely not too bad. I don't know if you can see in the background here. Come here. Come here. My two bigoted dogs. Here's one of them. This is Craig, and Carson is somewhere in there too. And they normally would stay in one of the other rooms, but the moment they hear the bands, they have to get out into this room along with me, or in the hall along with me. So they are, I can hear clicks every so often. You'll know what that is. So moving quickly on. Hopefully we will maybe next week get a chat with Sam Dixon and he'll give us a quick update and maybe get the 2 new pups, Ashe and Sirius, onto the screen so we can all see them and see how they're growing. They're growing so quickly. A little bit of melody now for you. This is Black Ridge Thistle. This one goes out to Andy and Diane, 2 good friends of mine, and they're playing a wonderful selection. This is Erin Shore and White Cockade. Brilliant there from Black Ridge Thistle, playing Erin Shore and the White Cockade. Erin Shore was beautiful there. It was really, really nice. And I know Michelle appreciated it because she put a comment on the Facebook page. So William has asked for a bit more Blood and Thunder. Well, William, your very wish is my command. It was up next on the list anyway, so I can't really take credit for it. But what I'm trying to do is like vary it between Blood and Thunder and melody and pipes and silver and all the various genres, just to try and keep everybody happy, or as happy as they can be when we're stuck in the house instead of out in the parade. So, bit of Blood and Thunder. This is Craig Nuke, True Defenders, playing Englishman's Command, and this is from 2016. So I hope that kept you happy for your Blood and Thunder. Now, something completely different. I love showing you guys something outside the realms of what you would normally do. And this is one of them. I got sent this today from a good friend of mine, Wayne, and he sent this over. He thought it would be something interesting. And I have to say, I love it. I absolutely love it. It wasn't actually done in this lockdown. It was done last year, but I think it's really appropriate. I think it's a brilliant idea. If we could find out the technology that they did using this, or they used for this, I think we could have virtual band parades in the house with real live players, but we'll see. Hope you enjoy this. This is the massed fifes and drums from the United States, and they're playing a little tune called The Downfall of Paris. Now, wasn't that something different? 69 between the fifes and the drummers and the bass drums, 69 players there all on the screen, all in perfect timing, and it sounded amazing. I really would love to know how they did that, so maybe send them a YouTube. And then somebody suggested, Michelle suggested, we could get East Belfast Protestant Boys doing that in some of our shows. We'll have to see. China, what do you think? There might be a wagon wheel in it for you, if we could manage that. We'll get you a whole box of wagon wheels, Royce. So, moving swiftly on. Now, imagine, Chris Elliott, I did a whole spiel about his 50th birthday and he wasn't even on to hear it. Can you believe that? His wife got in touch, Laura, and said, could you do a wee request for Chris, a wee accordion number? So, hope you enjoy this one, Chris. As I said earlier on, you're only 50? I thought you were older. Sorry. You just did a hard paper run. Is that what it is? This is Pride of the Birches. I know there's a few have been asking for Pride of the Birches. And this one is for Neil Henry. And it is Pride of the Birches playing at a concert for Ballybreast Flower of the Heather in February 2020, actually. So it's not that long ago. They're probably one of the few of the bands who've managed to get, well, maybe not out in parade, but at least perform. Hope you enjoy this one. I hope you enjoyed that, Chris, for your 50th birthday there. So we're all in isolation, and I thought this was a really, really appropriate clip for us to play this evening. This is a different sort of isolation. Hope you enjoy this one. Just goes to show you what a little bit of ingenuity can do in reduced circumstances. The full clip of that there is on YouTube if you want to see the lot of it. We have just taken a small section of it, but I thought you might enjoy that for something different. Moving to a little bit of melody now. This is our Drossen Winton, and they are playing the Glaswegian March, and this is from the Lisburn Young Defenders Melody Contest in 2017. Brilliant there from our Dross and Winton. Really well played. So we've come to the end of our show. Roy needs to skip off quickly this evening, so we're on our last tune. Again, thank you all for joining us. We're just trying to alleviate the boredom, and I have to say that this is as much of a lift for me as it is for any of you guys watching, so I do hope you enjoy it. It's certainly making my Friday and Saturday nights a whole lot easier to go past. If you are struggling in the house and you're finding that you need someone to talk to, or even in China's case, if you need someone to request wagon wheels of, remember that Light of Foot are the mental health charity which have been created by bandsmen, for bandsmen and women, and Orange Men and Apprentice Boys, and anything that any of the loyal organisations, or just anybody who enjoys bands. They are there to take your private messages and talk with you over text. They can signpost you to various different agencies where you can talk to someone. So it is important to look after your mental health, especially at this time when it's so hard for us all. Being stuck in the house and not getting socializing and circulating and seeing all your friends and family the way that we would normally do. So do keep Friday and Saturday nights free, and join me here again next Friday night at 8 o'clock for another hour and a half of marching bands. We're going to play now. I think this is a brilliant example. The one thing I love about marching bands is the ingenuity, the way that they can take something which you would sort of go, that's never going to work, and make it work. And unbelievable. I mean, in the 80s, I can remember them doing Brown Girl in the Ring, all those kinds of things, you know, pop tunes that you just would never have dreamed of being played by a flute band. And there they are, and there they work. So this is another one of these, and this is our last tune this evening. So this is Donna Money. I know there's a few requests in it earlier on. And this is them playing an Irish traditional folk song called Love is Pleasing. But that's us for tonight, folks. Remember, flutes to the myth, we're coming to the tune.